Hey guys, welcome to Saturday night. We're still on our palate cleanser here, as we suggested earlier on. Now, one of the things that I didn't do earlier while I was trying to muck about and get some random generated stuff or procedurally generated stuff done was how we can actually implement this actually quite quickly now, right? So, what we're going to do is we're going to now open our blueprints and we're going to go to our layout. Okay, now what we can actually do is we've actually used most of these things, right? Because end cap is this one, straight, T-junction, turn, door. Okay, so that's the 5 things that we've got at the moment. Now, obviously we could change this about and make more of these so that we can actually extend the room out to be larger than like just a corridor. But that's for later. So what I'm going to show you for here is how we can actually implement this, right? So what we can basically do is we can either drag in a straight or basically copy another straight, right? So what we could do is just basically go like that and duplicate it, right? And basically all we need to do is drag it to here, and that's us. Then what we can do is grab this, do that, drag it straight, and then put it to here. Now we're obviously going to have to turn this one, right? So basically what we're going to do is spin it to here, 180 degrees, and then basically put it back into place, right? And there, oops, one too many. There we go. And as you can see now, we've got a little bit more space in here, and then we can basically copy that, drag it to here, drag it here. We're going to have to spin it around, and that's minus 90, so that should be right. Then we can zoom in and do that, make sure it's not, so that's perfect. Okay, then we can duplicate that one, now another thing you could do here is for the straights, right? You could just rotate them 180 degrees or not on another random number, right? And that would also add a bit of randomness to the possibilities of which light is going to be the most dominant. So as we can see here, we can gradually just build this straight out, right? Then we can do another turn, duplicate that, drag it here, then to the end. Then we can obviously spin it, and it's going to be here. Then we can drag it back into place, and there we go, right? And then, I mean, if we're wanting to be super clever about it, we can select these 3 now, then we can duplicate them, and drag them into place. And you can now see that we can put something together very, very quickly. Right, now this one is going to, this one we're going to delete, right? And then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to duplicate them. Then we're going to move them into place, right? And then what we can do is we can drag in a door, right? We can go to details, punch that down to 0. Then it looks like our door is exactly in the right place. So we can basically go like that and drag it, get a bit closer, and drag it exactly into place. Right? And now you can see that we can actually do a maze pretty quick. Right? So what we can do is we can go save all that. Right? Press play. We've got our door here somewhere. Right? And then obviously we can run around here. Okay? And this basically takes us back to the beginning. Or we can run down here and again, here's our door. As you can see, we've not got any light per se. But there we go. Okay. So the next thing, not too sure what this one is. I should really check. Right, we've got something that's static. BP lighting. Right, we'll not worry about that for now. Right. Now, the thing now is, what we want to do is, the next part of the game, or one of the mechanics of the game, is if you keep picking up candles fast enough, right, then basically you get to keep a bonus. Okay? So, how we're going to do this is we're going to go to our world settings and then pick up our first person character. Okay. And this is how we're going to change all the wallpaper in the whole house when we get that working, right? But we're going to have a variable here, and it's going to be called let's call it pickup bonus counter. Okay. And it's going to be an integer. And then what we're going to do is every time we pick up, right, we're going to reset a counter. Right, now if that counter ever goes down to 2, right, it's going to fail, or it's going to reset. So what we're going to do is we're going to write a custom event right, and it's going to be reset bonus counter. Okay. And we're going to set that back to 0. Well, we are eventually. Okay, first of all, what we're going to do is we are going to print string, and then we're going to print string the bonus counter. Right, and we're going to show it for 10 seconds. Okay, and then we're going to reset it if it ever hits there. So they're going to collect their bonus, and then it's going to get reset to 0. Okay, and the next thing we are going to do is set another variable, and we're going to call it bonus timer, and that is going to be a float. Okay, and when we pick up this, we're going to say actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to get this, and we're going to increment it. Okay. And then we're going to write another custom timer, custom event. Right. And that's going to be reset timer. And that's going to set our bonus timer, let's say, back to 4 seconds. Okay. Then we're going to add another custom event. And we're going to say update timer. Or in fact what we'll say is decrease timer. And then our bonus timer, we're going to get it. And then we're going to set it. And then this is going to be minus. And we're going to set it to -2 and 0.2. Dame un momento, Omar.
Festejemos juntos 175 años en la meta nocturna.
Okay, hopefully that'll help you out, Omar. Right, so we'll come back to here, decrease timer. Is less than or equal to then we branch this. And then if that's true, we reset oh yeah, Omar, gracias para suscripción. Okay, we do that, and then we reset timer. Okay. So if we pick one up, we reset timer. And if we reset the timer, if we fail to pick one up, then we also reset the timer. Right? And if we fail to pick one up, it's going to cause this to happen. And then it will print out how many we picked up. Reset this to 0 and then reset the timer. Right? At least that's the theory behind this. So let's see what happens, shall we? Oh, wait a minute. There's one thing we need to do here. And that's on our begin play. We need to update the timer. Sorry, we decreased timer. Okay, and the bonus timer is going to have a value of 4. Right, and we're going to say timer by function name. And it's going to be decreased timer. And it's going to run every 0.2 seconds. And it's going to loop. And that's that. And there we go. There's our 3. There's our 0. Okay. Now, we're fine with that. That's going to work. Right, so we've now got our bonus timer. Okay. And the only thing we need to do here is if we do a bonus timer and we collect a certain number, then we just apply a bonus. Right, now whatever that bonus is, we don't know. Right, but now we have that working. And we shall bring this back up again. So basically this is showing the maximum that we picked up, right? Now it's given us 4 seconds in between, which is a big long time obviously, but It's just to give us testing, right? So we can grab these, then we can go to the other end, grab these, grab that, and that, and then we can wait, and then we can see there that we grabbed 12. Okay, so we've done that. And now what we'll do is we can go to our content now, right, and we can create a new folder. Okay, and we can call it UI. Then we can open this up and we can create a new widget, and it's going to be a user widget, and we're going to call it W underscore, and let's call it pickup bonus. Then we can open that up by double clicking on it. Then we can get a panel, and we'll get a canvas panel. That gives us our whole screen, right? And we're going to do another one in there, but this one we're going to set it to the center. Then we're going to reset our positions, and we do it 0.5, and that sets it right in the center. Okay, and then what we can do is let's do a horizontal box, and this canvas panel we are going to size it to content. Okay, and our horizontal box is going to fill out that. Okay, and then if we look at the top here, we're going to have a text, and that's huge, obviously. Let's see what we've got. That should be sizing. Okay, we'll let that do what it likes. And in fact, probably what we want, we could do as a horizontal box. We could do this text box, and then we could wrap it with a border. That's not what we wanted. We could have that as well, right enough, but we'll wrap it with a border, and that gives us the opportunity to do something there, right? So we're going to say 300 by 100. Then if we don't set it to the size, right, this border is going to fill, right, and in fact, you know what, no, that's fine, right? What we'll do is appearance, we'll just change this to like let's make it a dark blue, but make it like pretty transparent, even more transparent, right? We'll OK that, get our text, and we'll set it to the center, right? And then actually what we're going to do here is we're going to wrap this with a horizontal box, and then what we're going to do is we're going to drop an image in here, okay, and then we're going to go to our flat icons, we're going to go to icons. We just want something pretty nice, right? We just want something kind of nice. Right, that's not really what we want. And we haven't loaded all of these, which is a bit of a shame. And that's a bit rubbish. What I wanted was, a okay, let's go with this and see what we've got in here. Okay, doesn't really matter to be honest, right? So what we'll go with here is we shall, just as a matter of reference, we shall stick that in there, right? And our text is going to be a variable, and we'll just call it txt bonus. Now, do we have any other fonts installed? I don't think so. Dreamcatcher. Dreamcatcher's okay. Yeah, Dreamcatcher actually works in this context. Right? So we can set this up. Right? And that's fine. And then what we want to do is we want to go to the graph and go to variables, and we can add a variable and call it bonus number. Okay, and that is going to be an integer, and it's going to be instance editable and expose on spawn. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get our text bonus, drag it in and get it. Then we're going to say text. So if you type text, go straight to the bottom, that sets our text. Then we can drag in our bonus number, get that, then basically that will set it to text. Okay, and then we're going to do custom event, and we're going to say remove self, except we're going to spell it properly. Right, and then we're going to do delay, we're going to delay for 3 seconds, and then we're going to say remove actually, we probably don't want to connect that yet. We want to say remove from parent. Right, so that's quickly going to create itself, put itself on the screen. Well, it's not going to put itself on the screen, but we're going to do that itself. So we'll say remove self at the end. Save that. Now if we go back to here, and in here, instead of doing this, right, we'll do this first. Right, so that sets up our variables again, and then we create the widget. Create widget, then what was it, W bonus or something, pickup bonus. Right, and refresh nodes. Okay, so where is, I'm guessing it's because I haven't compiled it, but it's not. Instance editable, and it's not that, it's expose on spawn. Right, so refresh the nodes, we've got our bonus number. And that's about rubbish. So that would suggest that, well, I suppose, we can just say temp bonus. Set that. Right, and then basically we get that, plug it in there, and then our temp bonus can go in here. Whoops, temp bonus can go in there. And then if we go back, well, first of all what we'll do is we'll say add to viewport, save that, and then if we go back to this pickup bonus, what we want to do is say append right, and that will go in there. And we'll say pick ups. Apparently that's picklops. Right, and then this will go in here. Right. So now we've done that, this is the next part. Now we're not making it look nice yet, okay, so you have to bear with me on this one. Right, so we've picked up 3, I think. Well, 2. Yeah, because there's 1 there. Right. Okay, so that gives us our bonus. Now what we can do here is go to this one and we can say this thing here we can basically say if it's less than 5, we do absolute squat diddly. Okay. So we branch that. Well, actually, you know what? We still want to do this, right? So what we could do is we could stick it over here, right? Right, we actually want to see if it's greater than 4. Right, so what we'll do is I'll delete that, and actually we'll delete that, and what we'll do is we're going to duplicate this because this is the number we want to deal with, right? So we say that if it's greater than or equal to 5. Now this would need a bit of refining, right? Because we really only want moduluses. We only want like 5, 10, 15 or 20 or whatever we set the bonus numbers to be, right? But fundamentally, right, so it's 3, 4, 5. So if we stop, we get the 5 pickups. Okay, so 1, 2, this should not print it out. And there we go. So now we have our pickups working. And we can check on this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. And there we go, 14 pickups. So that's the next big mechanic done. So the question has to be, what are we doing next? Right? Now the interesting thing is, I don't think we've got 5 pickups in here. But really what we need is 1, 2, yeah, it's only 4. So we're not going to get any bonus for that. Right? Okay. Going well. So we can stop that for now, and we shall save all. And I'm going to go for a cigarette. So I shall be back in 2 minutes. If you're enjoying the stream, hit the like and subscribe. Check the description for Discord and ways to support the channel, including buying my game and join Patreon. And I shall be right back. Don't go anywhere, folks. Right. Okay, folks, we are back. Now, the interesting thing is, I don't really know what else is in this game. Because I've never played it. I was only given like a quick YouTube video of it. I never really studied it that much. Right? So I'm at a bit of a disadvantage here. But we can carry on. And the next thing we want to do here is we actually want to add an asset, right? And I think this asset gives us a compass. Now, I do know that if I type in, it's not there. Right. If I type in interface, if we look at this, I'm pretty sure this gives us now does this, I'm pretty sure this gives us some kind of a, it might not actually do, yeah, it gives us a radar of some kind. Right, it definitely gives us a radar. Now, how we implement that radar, I don't know. Oh no, we need to create a project, that's rubbish. Do we have a user interface kit one? Yeah, we do, but it's in 4.21. Right, let's try it. Yeah, I've deleted 4.21. So, I don't know if this is going to work or not, but we'll try it anyway. Let's go for it and see what happens, shall we? Always worth a giggle. It's Saturday night. We're having a bit of fun. So we'll see how it goes. And I'm pretty sure this should be pretty light, so I don't think it's going to be too hard on shaders. So I don't think it's going to go nuts. Famous last words, of course. So is anybody out there watching at the moment? Give me a sign of life out there, please. I know it's a Saturday night and yous are all out drinking and having fun, which is probably the right thing to be doing, but I'm a bit past that now. Hence, it's Saturday night and I'm sitting here developing. Right, how's this doing? 45%, it's doing shaders. I think this is going to take a long time maybe. This wasn't maybe such the greatest of ideas. But I suppose we'll find out. And it's going along. It's going along. I think what we'll do in the meantime is we shall save all, and if we close this down, right, this might actually go a bit faster. Probably not, but we'll try it. Right, this is because it's upgrading it to 5.03 from 4.21. Although, having said that, I would imagine this is going to be a pretty blank slate as far as the levels go. So I'm thinking here it shouldn't take too long to update the shaders. But that's kind of famous last words. Right. So we're all doing well. It's up to still 45. So I'm hoping that I didn't put anything in this. What I can do here is we can check to see if there is anything in this project that I am not aware of. Right. So like if we have a look in, it was in user interface, wasn't it? Oh, it's not there. So where is it? Where is that project? It's in C drive. Wow. Well, I'm shocked that that is in C drive. And it's in downloads. Was it in? No, it was in documents, wasn't it? Right, well this is going to explain quite a lot, actually, if there's a lot in there. There's a few. Right, now let's have a look at the content. No, there's nothing really. Right, there's no maps or anything like that. It's just basically nothing. Right, because what we can do is we can properties on that, and it's literally 195 megabytes. So I don't know why it's giving us a hard time about shaders. Right, because there's nothing to actually do regarding the shaders. Right, it's basically fibbing to us. It's fibbing about the shaders. Now, what we want to do is actually have a look at this again. Well, that's doing that, right? And we shall see what it says about this or this. Right, I'm hoping that these are this is the kind of thing we want, right? And what does it say? 3 working mini-maps with zoom capabilities, map capturing, ability to use your own maps, points of interest and more. Okay, that sounds about right. That sounds like what we've got. Right, we did our own hot bar thing, so we don't need that. Right, I've got several health, mana, experience bars. Right, so we could use something like this just for our mucking around. Right, now there's no reason why these shouldn't work in 5.03. If, well, maybe. We might need to do a little bit of changes, but hopefully not. Right. And all we're going to do is basically migrate these over to our current project, our palette cleanser project. Well, we can see, actually, we can check this out, and this might actually, these might come in useful for something else, right? The mini-map especially might come in useful. We'll soon find out, right, how customizable it is regarding what we're doing. How are you guys out there tonight? Let me know. We've got 5 minutes to kill while this is doing shaders, so please chat. Or better still, hit the like button, subscribe, do that type of thing. As I said, when I wasn't expecting to do this at this point, so I wasn't expecting to have to load up shaders. Oh my god, it's got 5,000 shaders to do. Right, okay. Okay, right, I think we'll carry on with what we're doing and just leave that doing its thing in the background. I think that's the only way to go here. Right, so with that, I think what we'll do is we shall build out our level some more. Yeah? How does that sound? Right. So this is the start here. So if we basically make like a small level here, right? So what we can do is we can select these three and duplicate them. Then we can drag them over to here. Right. Yeah, probably. I'll try that in a second. Give me a, well, I'm gonna have to, right. I'll save all. Right, and then what I'm gonna have to do then is I'm gonna have to close that, minimize that, right, and then I'm gonna have to task manager it and kill it. Right, no, we don't want to kill that. Right, according to this, it's not even running. Unless it's this, but I don't think it is. Right, according to this, the thing isn't even running. Right. Okay. So you're saying, basically, if we go into here, and we copy this, then we go into our other project. I don't know about this. I've done about backups and that, but I've never tried this before. But we'll try it. I'm willing to try. Right, so we've now got user interface kit, right? So if you are correct, Mo, then hats off to you on that one. I have done something like this before, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, just depends. Might screw things up as well because it's kinda the wrong version. The shader compiling wasn't really a problem, it's just Unreal Engine always does that, right? If you start up a new project, it always redoes the shaders, right? If you jump between projects, it just does that, right? There's really nothing much you can do about it most of the time. But just one of them things. But if this works, then fine, great, thank you. Well, it's there. It's there, and I'm going to take it that it's working. I didn't copy the project folder, I just copied the UI folder, right, which does actually seem to be the thing. Right, it doesn't matter anyway, this is just a muck around, right? So let's not worry about it. Right, got minimap base, minimap rectangular, minimap rotating. Okay, import them. Let's see what happens. Oh, it wants a data table. I don't know what that is. Interface autosave package restored data input as. Oh, okay, so that's not going to work. Right, either way, it's fucked. Right, so we'll just get that the hell back out of there. Delete. Right, so what you're saying is yeah, I got that. Right, so this is the wrong place. So C drive. And documents. Right, so it's this here. Now, I'm guessing that I want to copy this. I'm waiting for a big no! Don't do that! I don't know if I'm going to need these or not, but I don't think so. Yeah, that's what I just did. That's what I just did, Mo. I mean, all of this is just for a mess about anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Right, let's try that and see what we get. Crash it to crash. As I said, we're just playing about, so it's fine. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Right, so here's our UI kit, right? And this is a widget. I think, eh? Aye, you're filling me with a crap load of, what do you call it? Confidence. Yeah, confidence, that's the one. Right, let's have a look at a couple of these widgets and see how they look. Right, so that's a hotbar. That's a mini-map. That's a health bar. Right, I'm guessing that's a compass of some description. Right, so we don't want that, that's crap. Right, this is a mini-map of some description. We'll just open them all. Right, is there any kind of instructions on this? Probably not. Now, the interesting thing is talent tree objectives miscellaneous. Right, this is the mini map, and this is the kind of one we want, I think. So let's have a look. Yeah, that's, well, it's nearly the one we want. Right, let's have a look at this one. That's kind of not what we want, but kind of is. Right, now, if we go to the graph, is there right, so I'm guessing this material to use is going to be our render target, right? Or something like that. I'm looking for some well, I'll tell you what, you know what the fun part of this is? We're just having a laugh, right? So what I'll do is we'll go to our controller, right? If I can find the damn thing. I hate using the standard bloody controllers and characters and stuff. Right, what we're going to do is on our begin play, we're going to create a widget and we're going to see what it does and what it actually gives us, right? Now it says here, right? It says here and apparently I didn't create a widget, right? Create widget. Right, that should be minimap, rotating T2. Okay, so we're going for that. Right. And we're going to add to viewport. Compile that. And then we see what we'll get. Okay. Yeah, minimap capture. Yep. Yep, I knew. Right, but this is alright. Right, we're not worried yet. Okay, we're not worried yet. So this has got some sort of a... Right, I'm going to press play again, right? Prototype UI controller. Right, so this is expecting some kind of prototype UI controller. What does that do? Right, so that's complete bullshit. Why is it... Okay, so my question here is fairly simple. Right? Why does this have to be here? Right, delete. Compile. Right, we've got one more error. Minimap capture. Right, I want to know where this is. Right, now I'm thinking that this mesh comp. What's this mesh comp? It's obviously a mesh component. Right? And I think I'm going to have to end up setting up like a... Yeah, it's fine. Right. This is a static mesh. But where is it? Is it in components? Camera mesh. Right. It looks like whatever this mesh is, and wherever it was hidden. No. Right? So, if I take that out of there, right? I'm going to leave it here so that I know it should be there, right? But now, we just want the damn thing running at the moment. Right. Now, it's not reacting because obviously it doesn't probably know what the... It's doing shaders as well, actually. Right. Ooh, access none. Trying to read capped actor. Cap actor. Ooh. Get all actors of class. Place a minimap in the level to use the minimap. Okay. Okay, we'll do that for you. If we can find one, that is. So I take it it's going to be in here. Ah, so this is your render target thing. Alright. So we'll close that down just now. And I'm guessing, yep, it's pointing straight down, right? Now, we are right, so selected game, right, okay, details. Right, box size 190. External map. Right, see, there's a render target, right? I knew this was going to have a render target. Hidden actors. Right? So, this is kind of what we want. Add an element. And those aren't actors. Darn. We can do that though. Right, I'm just wondering here if this is going to show the map, right? If I make this bigger, right? So in theory, box size okay. Let's run that. And we still have nothing. Right, well at least we're not getting an error now. Right, if we bring, that was at 100, wasn't it? Right, scene capture. Let's see if there's anything here. Consider unrendered capture source. Okay, whatever. Always. Alright, that'll do. I wonder. I have noticed, I've seen this before, right? But it'd be really nice. Oh, we might be able to do it with this. Alright, wait a minute. Right, whatever. Alright, if I was to set this down right here. Right, still doing jack. Not that I'm surprised at this point, but because I've not looked at any documentation so far. But we've got it to stop. From doing that. Right, I'm just wondering here. Let's go back to our player controller. Create and set up that. Right, okay, so we're going to have nothing to do with that. So we're not getting any errors, right? Now, that's not to say this is this material to use. Right? So if I set that and then we press that's not going to show me anything because it's a widget. I suppose what I can do is I can do this, add breakpoint there, then we can check it to see if it has got a, yeah, see, we have got one. Alright, then if we just step over, doop-a-doo, everything's going fine. Use external map. Right, I think that's okay because that just means that we're not using the external map, which is fine. Right? I'm going to say. Now, the one thing we're going to do here is we're going to go into our UI, then we're going to create a widget, alright, and we're going to call it widget and mini map. Then we're going to go in here and we're going to do the old canvas panel thing. Right, and this we're just going to bang that to basically here. And then we're going to select our miscellaneous, and it wasn't actually this one here, was it? It was it in the window? Nope. So I'm guessing it was this. Okay, whatever. Oops, that was the wrong thing. Put that back to 0. it's going to be... Whoa, what? Shouldn't be that big. Right, we'll kill this. And yeah. But that's okay, that's just because I'm an idiot. Where's my... There it is. And it's W minimap. Compile and go for it. Awesome. I'm guessing that's it there. Right, we're not going to size the content. Right, hang on a second. Why is that crap? Why is this like... I mean, this is it here. Right, we're doing some of the old widget wrangling here. Right, that's a bit better. Right, but the problem is we're getting nothing on the screen, which is a bit of a problem. Now, I'm guessing... There we go, 9 pickups. Right. Now, you'll notice actually that it is rotating. Right? You can see the little arrow on the outside turning round. Right, but we're not getting a capture on it. So I'm not 100% sure what the settings are for this thing. Right, we're just kind of guessing at the moment. It's always a bit of fun to guess, but so we're not using an exterior map. Right, we're only hiding the like. See, I'm thinking max view distance override, so I'm taking it -1, basically sets it to its longest. Right, and this clip plane being at 0, 0 should be okay. Now, the interesting thing here that I'm finding is that this box size, what does it represent? Right? Because if I set that to 200, 300, 500, right, it's beginning to, right, now that's in the wall, so in theory that should be seeing something. Now the strange thing is that it's not. Now the thing I'm wondering about is if we zoom out again, right, is should that be there or should it be like above here? Apparently my next door neighbour can't stop shouting. Right, so that's not right. Interesting problem. I'm guessing this is like a documentation thing that I need to look at, but right, we didn't want to do that. Now the question is, point of interest. I don't think we want that either, right? But what I was hoping for was a showcase. Right, now if we load this, we can see how this is set up. But the problem is, of course, let me see. What I'm thinking here is this won't have, if it's trying to use that special controller, right, then it ain't gonna work. Right, and we're back to having to fix the AI controller, or sorry, the UI controller, right? But one would have thought it would just get controller 0 by default. And yeah, actually, come to think of it, the in my case, or in a lot of cases, this capture will be actually tied to the player controller, right? Because you want the player controller on the center. Right, so I'm going to maybe guess that this is kind of having problems because we don't have the correct player controller set up for it. I'm just probably making that up, but hey, we're clutching at straws. Clutching at straws is always good. Kinda. Right, this thing's taking a while to actually load. Come on. You know you want to. Do your thing. You see, Arthur would have thought that you'd be setting this up and it would have, like, as a variable, it would have the player controller. Right, but that doesn't seem to be the case. It doesn't seem to want to open this either. Right. Well, this is making for exciting viewing, I can tell you. Well, guys, I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the stream for the night, let you guys get away and get a beer. I don't know how long this is going to take to load, so we might be sitting here for the next 20 minutes anyway. So it makes sense for you guys not to hang about watching a loading screen. So if you've enjoyed the stream, hit like and subscribe and check out the description for Discord and ways to support the channel. And as I said, I don't want to waste your guys' time sitting looking at a loading screen, so I'm going to call it a night. So bye bye for now and thanks for watching. Bye bye.